though he lost his legs and ability to talk, he hasn't lost hope.
He's got such a good attitude about it, which is amazing. He's not angry. He's not bitter.
Now, his family needs just one thing for the man who helped so many, and they've got the support of a country music star to get it. This hour, Iron Bill's brave fight, his wife's endless love, and a special live performance by singer Aaron Tippin.
Everyone's gonna live because of his sacrifice.
On Fox 26 Morning News Extra, and it starts right now.
This is Fox 26 Morning News Extra.
I'll tell you, this is going to be a feel-good Friday from start to finish.
Isn't it, though?
Yeah.
It's going to be.
Good morning to you. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Tom Zisco.
I'm Melissa Wilson. Really glad you're here. Please stay here. Stay with us. We've got a great hour coming up for you. We're going to begin this morning with a new effort to help a severely injured Houston firefighter and his family. Captain Bill Dowling served our city for more than a decade. He was injured in what is described as the deadliest day in Houston Fire Department history.
Captain Dowling lost both of his legs. He suffered a traumatic brain injury after leading a rescue attempt into the burning Southwest Inn Motel along the Southwest Freeway. You may recall this. 4 of his fellow firefighters died. 13 others were injured. And now you have a chance to give back to this Houston hero who survived such a terrible tragedy. Sally McDonald is in the newsroom this morning with a start with what's needed for this man, affectionately known as Iron Bill.
Good morning to you, Tom and Melissa. It's something many of us take for granted. Comfortable, reliable transportation. Friends and supporters have launched the Wheels for Bill campaign. They're trying to raise money to buy the Dowling family a new van like this one, better suited for traveling. While transportation has been a struggle, his determination has brought him a long way following the fire that almost killed him 2 years ago. We caught up with Captain Dowling and his wife at a rehab center in Conroe.
I love you, William Ross. I love you too.
They're still a fiercely devoted couple with 3 kids and a faith that's been tested but not broken. In many ways, nothing has changed.
I don't see anything different. I just don't see any disability in him. I see my husband. I really do.
But Jackie and the rest of the family have had to accept the pain of letting go of the past.
I mean, I miss everything. There's not one thing I could pinpoint. I miss talking to him and miss the fact that he can't wrap his arms around my neck and we can't walk in the park. That he can't go out and throw with my son and pass with my daughter.
2 years ago, Bill went silent. Captain Dowling responded to the 5-alarm Southwest Inn motel fire. The roof collapsed. 4 firefighters died. Dowling was burned and crushed. Both his legs had to be amputated. He can't speak, eat, or use his hands. Dowling also suffered a brain injury. Still, he's here and understands much of what is spoken around him.
He's got such a good attitude about it, which is amazing. He's not angry, he's not bitter, but when we do talk about it, he gets emotional. You know, he too is mourning that life that's no longer there. Nice, good.
At Touchstone Neuro Recovery Center in Conroe, Dowling works his brain and his body.
7, 3 more.
He's earned the nickname Iron Bill for his courageous fight. We were upset to learn this hero doesn't have a comfortable way to travel to rehab several days a week.
We're like sardines when we travel, so it's pretty tight. And we can't lay him down if we needed to in a situation where he needed to get off of his seat.
One of his favorite things to do is watch his daughter play volleyball. Her games are often out of town, and Bill can't always go. Their daughter, by the way, is named Faith.
You never knew when you named her that years ago that would be what you would come to rely on.
Absolutely. It is ironic that we named her Faith. I remember looking in the book and saying, I know what it is, and I called him, and he was like, yeah, that's it. If I didn't have my faith, we wouldn't be in the same situation we're in right now.
Supporters are raising money for Wheels for Bill, hoping to buy the Dowlings this van to let them travel without worry. Seems like a simple request for the captain who served not only our city, but our country before that.
I want him to talk. I want him to get up. And I want him to tell the world what God has done for our family and give his testimony. And I know that it's going to happen.
The couple isn't looking back, only forward, embracing life with all its limitations.
Whoa, you need some kisses?
And next up for Bill, he flies to Phoenix Sunday to meet with an Australian doctor about prosthetics that are not yet FDA approved. Before that, you can meet Iron Bill at the Redneck Country Club tonight when supporters raise money for that new van. Tom and Melissa.
And Sally, even before that, we are honored to have Captain Dowling, his wife Jackie, with us this morning, as well as one of his biggest supporters. We're being regaled by the music of Aaron Tippin. Good morning to you all.
Glad you're here. What an honor to have you here. We are so proud of the service that you've done for this city. What an amazing man you are. Let's talk about what we can do as a community to help you. You're in need of the van. How can we make a difference?
Well, tonight we're having a fundraiser at the Redneck Country Club, and anybody that wants to come is welcome to come out and join us and have a good time. And through that, they'll be raising money to help us get this van that we need so bad.
So that people have a full appreciation of what this van can do for you and your lifestyle and to just help general life for you.
Right.
Tell me.
Well, for example, this morning, us coming here, we're going to spend one night closer to where the country club is, and we're packed in the van like sardines. We've got stuff all the way to the top, and that's a one-night trip. We do a lot of traveling with our kids' sports, and sometimes it's 3 and 4 nights. And with all his medical supplies and all the equipment and wheelchairs and things like that, we just need a lot more space. Not to mention, if it's a long road trip, there's times he needs to lay down because he gets really uncomfortable in his seat.
And Aaron, it definitely helps to have a celebrity behind an effort like this. Tell us how you got involved and how it tugs at your heartstrings to try to make a difference.
Well, a guy by the name of Mickey Milam approached me about Help the Good Guys for him. And, he's done a lot of great work, and he's also an injured law enforcement officer. So he has real, I guess, a dog in this hunt, you might say. He understands very well, what Bill and his family's going through. And so I got involved by him coming and talking to me and told me the story that a lot of folks don't realize. First responders, if something happens to them, like in Bill's case where he can't return to his job, they're just sent on disability, and that sometimes cuts their income maybe 50 to 70%. So they just don't have a lot to rely on. And this is an organization founded by Mickey to try to help these guys through that hard time. And this is kind of, Wheels for Bill. That's what we're doing here. And actually, Mickey told me Bill's story. And I remember seeing it on the news, but I'm in Nashville and a little unattached. When he told me the story, and a lot of other firefighters, but especially Bill, me and my wife Thea wrote a song called One of the Big Guys, and boy, he certainly helped me. I was the thing to that.
I was at that scene. I was there in the middle watching what happened and the news that there was so much tragedy involved to it. So far away, it just grabs you, doesn't it? It won't let you go.
Well, you're right. And that was a horrendous thing to happen, and Bill survived it. It's awesome. That's wonderful. But boy, the entire nation knew about this. It wasn't just local here in Houston. The entire nation knew about it.
Well, not everyone will be able to be at the big events where you will be.
Well, why not?
But you have something right there in your hands that can make a difference. Iron Bill.
That's right. We did this for Bill. And Mickey and I had this done with a guitar company in Nashville, and we had it hand painted, as you can see the decal of his station on there. And then we got Iron Bill, that's upside down. Then we got Wheels for Bill, right there. Is that cool? And you can go online. And you can bid on this guitar.
HelpTheGoodGuys.org.
That's it.
And it raises money.
And for those who can't come tonight, but don't, anybody that's local here, man, they need to come out. We're going to have a good time tonight. We're celebrating Bill's life. We're celebrating just our first responders, our firefighters, especially tonight. And man, it's just going to be an awesome time.
Well, and you have a lot going on because you're about to fly to Phoenix this weekend to go look into prosthetics. What is that going? What's going to happen with that, and how would that make a huge difference in your lives?
Well, I did a lot of research and I found a prosthetic that I thought would work better for Bill than what they have in the United States. And there's a doctor from Australia who happens to be coming to the United States, and he's putting on an informational meeting. And I got an invite, and I was like, we're going to get there. It was last minute, but we're going to go and find out more about it. We're going to see the doctor, and hopefully he's a candidate. And if he is, then we probably have to get on a plane and go to Australia and have this surgery done.
You know what is so compelling, and you never think about this really, truly, until it's right there in your lap, is how much your life has changed. And just in this short time, and the story that Sally did, watching how much you have fully embraced what this change means and what it needs for your family.
Right. I don't know any other way than to look forward and make things better. I'm a fixer, and so that's exactly what I'm doing. He survived for his family, and so now it's my turn to fight for him and to make his life amazing. I want him to have a quality of life. We were told he wouldn't, and I just didn't accept that, and he does. And that's why we drag him all over the place and go to these tournaments that he absolutely loves to go watch his kids play sports.
Which is what this van will help accomplish.
Right.
And obviously, we can tell how much your love for him and the love of our community and his help means to him. It's making the world a difference.
Yeah, he's a keeper.
Without a doubt.
Thank you so much for being here. God bless you every single day. May you get the van that you need very quickly. May the surgery work out. We will be cheering you on and praying for you every step of the way. We'll be right back.
Thank you, guys.
Aaron Tippin's back after the break.